Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fan Requested Friday, where you guys select the video. This was the results of the poll that I did, and Lee Priest versus Flex Lewis. It is unanimous, guys. Hattie Shupin and Phil Heath landed in second. Maybe we will throw that one in next week's poll, but either way, this is what you guys wanted to see. I selected the 2006 Iron Man for Lee Priest, his best version, in my opinion, but more than that, there are all of the 8 mandatory shots, and that makes sense to me. 2018 for Flex Lewis, his best version. Front double bicep, guys, Flex Lewis, 9 times out of 10, he's going to win in the arm department in the 212 division. His biceps, not as peaky, as freaky as some, but they are so full, so massive, complete with 4 arms to boot. Fantastic shot. But Lee Priest, let's face it, biceps, triceps, best in the world. Look at this guy. He looks just as hard, just as grainy, maybe even more so does Lee Priest. Look at the size of the quads on this man. The Australian native. Of course, Flex from the UK. Go to the front lat spread. Now, this one here, reminiscent to the Derek Lunsford matchup that I just did with Flex Lewis. He doesn't have the best V-taper in the world, does Lewis. But look at the substance there. Look at the pecs. They're bulging out. Good 3-dimensional muscle. Good condition as well. So is Lee Priest, and his V-taper is awesome in this shot. He lacks that clavicle width that obviously Flex James Lewis has here in spades. But on the whole, as a whole, or what have you, I would honestly give Lee Priest an edge heading into the side. Now here is where it changes. It goes to a conditioning matchup. But who are you talking about? The upper body conditioning of Lee Priest? Or the lower body conditioning of Flex James Lewis? Let's just for one bloody bloomin' second switch their lower bodies. And you see that, guys? It's more symmetrical this way. Lee Priest, much more peeled, diced in the upper body. Twice as good. Look at the midsection. Vascularity everywhere. Muscle separation. But the lower half, it more fits with Flex Lewis's upper body. Little bit softer is that upper body, but so are the wheels, and that's not how it is. This is how it is. That lower half of Flex Lewis, man, oh man, might get him an edge in this one, and I'm talking an overall decision. This is a drastic difference, but like I just pointed out, guys, symmetry, proportions, symmetry's a little off when you take into consideration the conditioning of the upper lower body. Side tricep. Now this one here, kind of ripping Lee Priest off. To be honest with you, it's a bad angle, first of all. And it's tilted thoustly. Can't see the other. You should be able to see the other pec. Now Flex Lewis, he's standing in front of us. And he offers a little bit of a soft midsection. Let's bring another one of Lee Priest up. This is from the finals. You see that? This could change things. I'm going to actually have a look at the finals as well as the pre-show for both of these guys in both of the back shots. So we'll get a chance to see that. Because look at Priest. Looks a little more conditioned in the wheels. But he's not flexing the shot. He's not flexing the tricep. But still, 10 times better than Flex Lewis. Not the best shot, with all due respect to the former, or never lost the title. He's the 212 champion, Olympia champion. Let us have a look at those infamous back shots. And I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to comment. Who cares about strided glutes? Because that's really the thing that sticks out in my mind. So to be fair, in that situation, let's go ahead and switch their glutes in a superset man maneuver. Hello, superset maniacs. Welcome back to my channel. He would be better to do something like this. But does it make all the difference? Would Lee Priest, in fact, get the victory? Probably. He has good hamstrings, does Priest. But it is the back development of Flex Lewis. I think here that actually, let's bring their regular bums back. No, it's more than the glutes, guys. It's the back development. He is peeled, more detailed is Flex Lewis. Look at those calves for both guys. Both guys have awesome set of calves, but Priest kind of taking him into to school in that aspect. Good traps as well for Priest. But it's a conditioning matchup as well, too, guys. You can't take that at a consideration. Actually, let's have a look at the finals of these two dudes. Priest does appear to be in a little bit better condition for the finals. Usually he would go out, get a couple of them cinnamon buns. Give me a few of them cinnamon buns. And he'd soften up for the finals. But it looks like he's hardened up, if anything. Geez, he looks good. You can even see striations in them glutes and them arms. Hamstrings almost more peeled, more diced. And a little underwhelming is the back development here for the finals. The width, it was wider. He was leaning back a little bit farther. You notice I made Lee a little bit shorter. He's slightly shorter, but more than that, he's bending at the knees, and the camera is tilted way down. The angle's off a little bit. So sizing was difficult. That is a nice big back of Priest. Telling you guys, he is giving the much more conditioned man a run for his money. Rear double by. I mean, what are you going to say, guys? This is a much more conditioned athlete here for Flex James Lewis. And I know you guys like Lee Priest. Heck, I like Lee Priest. He says it like it is. He tells it like it is. And yes, look at them arms. But look at the delts for Flex Lewis and how ripped his traps are. Ripped to shreds Monsoon, ripped to shreds Gorilla, whatever you would say. Lower lat insertions, much more prominent for Flex James Lewis as well. So it's going to be a race, between the front and the back shots. Was Lee Priest that dominant in them front shots? Actually, we have that. The finals for both guys, and Priest did dry out a little bit. You have to admit. His back muscles themselves, and the glutes, I guess, a little bit. But I mean, you're talking glutes. You're talking dry athletes here. Flex James Lewis, one of the best. And again, I point to those delts. Wow. Priest, nowhere near. But triceps, biceps, he doubled up on that situation as well. The upper back, take the lower back and the glutes out of the equation. And sure, Priest would be battling him, but that's not the situation, guys. Let's be honest. Go to the abs and thigh, and here is where this is going to be a debate. For sure. Not only is Priest better in this shot as far as the abs, quads too, furthermore. But the abs, much better, much more aesthetically pleasing, and more importantly, they look more conditioned. So that, that leaves the question dangling. The elephant in the room. What's more important, abs or glutes? Well, I guess I'll let you know in the end, obviously, like I always do, and sometimes gets me enemies. But having said that, Lee Priest, this is maybe the most dominant shot in the entire matchup. Priest, he's running over this 7-time Olympia champion. Is that right? 7-time 212 champion, Flex James Lewis. Most muscular, and just another opportunity for Lee Priest to create controversy in a match like this if you were going to side with the more conditioned glutes. But hey, we haven't released who I think is going to win this one yet. Of course, at the end of the day, I want to give you guys a full scale of where I see things and how I judge things of that nature. And I guess there's 2 ways of seeing this. Who I prefer and who I believe the judges would pick. And what's more important, like I mentioned earlier, in the abs and thigh. The bum or the midsection. The belly, the bum or the belly. The belly or the bum. I mean, it's obvious. The glutes, Flex James Lewis, twice as peeled, twice as shredded, dry, But then you look at the abs, and it's the same situation. It's the exact same thing. I mean, what's more important to you? To me, and this is going to be new for my judging situation, but it does not interfere with my final judging. I'm going to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down or 2 thumbs ups or 1 up and 1 down. And what does that mean exactly? In my opinion, Lee Priest should win this one. He's more aesthetically pleasing. He won more shots, I think. He won both front, both side, things of that nature. Well, side chest a little bit debatable, but the abs and thigh, the most muscular. Mathematically, he won. And aesthetically pleasing, sure, he was, for sure. So in my opinion, he did get that thumbs up, but the second thumbs up or down is the more important one. And Lee Priest gets a thumbs down as far as who I believe the real judges would pick. And Flex James Lewis is that man, I believe. And it is the most important thing, I guess, for the overall decision making in this, who the judges would give it to. And it would be Flex James Lewis. So he gets a 1 thumb up. And the least thumbs down would be my vote. So what we are looking for is a 2 thumbs up winner, and that would be the ultimate winner. And this is going to get controversy because I believe most of you guys would side with me. So anyway, guys, that's how I see it. Judges would pick Flex James Lewis. It would be the dryness, the glutes, the back shots. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. I like this criteria, the new criteria. You guys vote for the one you want to see, and this is the match you guys wanted to see, controversy or not. This is your winner. Have a great day.